Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new map, a brand new city. It's been a little while since I did this. Well, it's not too long. It's been like a week. I gave myself just a little bit of a break between cities, and I did my little Q&A video. I'll link that above. So how have you guys been? Did you miss me? Yes, we are in this new map. It is called Skagun. I'll link it below. Also, I'll link the, I think it's called the LUT type thing as well. So that's also in the description below. I'll also make a new mods and asset list specifically for this city. So this city, it's going to be, I don't know if I want to give it away yet, but I'll give away a little bit, because I do have a theme in mind that I want. So it's going to have just the normal generic buildings, but I also want to do a slight Russian twist on it. For some reason, I've always had a very interesting fascination with Russian cities, how it's laid out, Russian architecture. So the city is going to have some little bits and pieces that might resemble a Russian city, and once I zoom out you guys will see the whole map. And so the map, it is kind of, it gives me very wilderness vibes, and there is a lot of work that we need to do. So let's just zoom out and I'll show you guys. So this is the map, and it is definitely something completely different from the other cities. So St. Petersburg was obviously a lot bigger, and Inselstadt was quite open, whereas this one is Portland in America, like this part here, where it's kind of flat next to a river. Then it's got all the mountains as well. So it is a little bit restricting in terms of where we can build, but I'm looking forward to that, because that means I can really focus in more on the very specific areas, and it also creates a bit of a challenge to work with. So we have a lot of mountains, a lot of little rivers to work with. The highway, I might change that a little bit. I think over here I want to lower it down so it's not sticking above the ground so much. And yeah, so it's definitely going to be an interesting, challenging map. And you can see there's little planes flying around everywhere, and I don't even know if there's space for an airport, but I don't know, we'll just have to see. So you might notice there's some little bits and pieces that are already here. So just off camera, I added in just some of the very basic necessities for the game. So this is the water. So this guy here, if you guys didn't see this in my last city, so I'll add this into my mods and asset list. So this is the HXO water treatment plant. So this also does the sewage and drinking water all in one. So that's all you need. So you don't need to do any of these or these or these. So if you do that one, then it's just done. That's what I've always used, because it's just neat, it's simple. We have the electricity right here, and then we have the rubbish incinerator, we have a recycling, and then we also have the landfill site. And one other thing, where is it? Oh yeah, and then I added in just a quick simple little entrance exit ramp, and then there's a dam somewhere. Here it is. So this area up here, this was naturally a dam on its own. So I added in a hydroelectricity power plant, and you can see it's generating 48 megawatts. So if this did burst, there was naturally a ground barrier that would stop it anyway. So the water was pretty much at this level before. Well, it was probably down to about here, because you can see where the trees are, but yeah, it hasn't really changed too much. And I feel like we could work with this area later on in the future of the game. We could make an interesting resort area, and there's also some very interesting mountains that we can work with. Like we can do chairlifts, so like up here you can do a resort or something, even just like a little village or town up here. We can do chairlifts, whatever it's called, the cable car I think. So that could be quite interesting. And there is a lot of trees, so there could be some lag in the game, but as we build, the trees will be less, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I do like when you go up in the mountains, it's quite open, it's quite bare, which to me is pretty realistic. And so we have this open bit of water here. So I was thinking we could add in a bit of a harbour along here as well, and so that's just, I think that's the only logical space to put it. So we could have a big industrial area along here. And yeah, so oh yeah, I did change one little thing, or two things. So this part here was kind of like a swampy area. So the land was very, very low enough that the water was actually gushing in through here, and this little bunch of trees was an island. And I thought, like, it was pretty much this size, like this, and that was a real waste of space. And I knew that in the future I would fill it in because I want more space to build in, so I just did that now. And also there was a little river that goes through here. I think it went through here like this, so I filled that in because I didn't want to have an island that could be seen as the downtown, because to me that's too similar to St. Petersburg, because St. Petersburg, the downtown was an island. So I didn't want that to happen again. I wanted something a little bit different. So also there was a lot of train lines through here, so I deleted some of those, but we do still have to connect it. So yeah, this is it. This is what we have to work with. It's an interesting map, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I was thinking we might start down here. So we have a train line, so that's good, so we can add in a little bit of a station. And then I was thinking we can add in just some little groups of industrial area over in this space here. And the reason why this space here is good is because I can add in a slip road that directly takes them to the highway, so which is this road here. And I was thinking about doing a whole other video about how to actually just start your town, and because I watch some videos from popular YouTubers, not going to mention any names, but they always do those introduction videos, how to start your own city, and they always do several really annoying mistakes, and they try to act very professional about it, but in actual fact they don't really know what they're doing at all. So I think that's when I need to come in and actually be like, hey, you guys are doing it really weird, because it looks silly on their part, to be honest. So anyway, I don't want to ramble about that. Okay guys, so that is done. So I went for a very relaxed approach, and I put the cargo hub over and this side, because if I put it over here, then obviously all of the trucks are going to prefer to go this way. So I guess it's more strategic to put it over this side, because you can see they're coming out and they're going up this way, which is the way I want them to go. And this space in here, I feel like this was pretty much unusable unless it is for industrial. So this is zoned as forestry, so that should grow all the trees, and got some shrubs there, which I think fits in quite well, because we are way out in the suburbs, like we are way at the end of the map, so we don't want a very filled in look just yet. So this area here, it's probably not going to be very busy, very dense. There might be a few little bits of medium density buildings, because when you, let's just pause for a second because there's a lot of people moving in. So like I said earlier, I want to have like that Russian slight theme, and you'll notice a lot of the time if you look at their city, they have a lot of tenement buildings, or like just apartment complexes that are several stories high. Pretty much wherever you go, even on the outskirts of a city or town, they still have those types of buildings. So like, but my city, it isn't going to be hardcore Russian style, it's just going to be influenced just a little bit by that. So before I press play, I think we do need to build a little bit, because well, we need some residential, because we have a lot of people moving in, and it might be a little bit tricky to put in a train station over here, because it's raised up so much, so we might have to lower it down there and put a station in there. So I was thinking, obviously there's going to be a road that goes up here and then connects up to the other side of the river, so I was thinking maybe I'll put in a little roundabout here, and I'll extend that road up here, because if all of the traffic coming off the road, off the highway, wants to go, for example, from here, goes up along here, and wants to go maybe just here, I don't want all of that traffic to have to cross the train line, so like right here. So if I did put the main road on this side, then obviously I would have to raise this up or make it into a tunnel or something, but since we are so far out in the outskirts, I don't want to get too technical just yet. So I'm going to put a little roundabout here. The road will extend up along here, go across over a little bridge, and then connect up to that side. Okay guys, there we go. It is a little bit bigger than I wanted, but I mean it's okay. So let's press, actually no, let's not press play yet. I want to keep it paused. So let's build out this area up along here. So we have this mini main road, but it is still 4 lanes, so that's good. So we can bring that up along here. And so basically it'll follow the train line, go to there, then we don't want it to go in the river, so let's extend it over. Why isn't it going up? No, why is it not going over? I have to do it manually. Okay, let's just leave it like that for now because I don't know what I'm going to do in this next part. And then since there is so many rivers everywhere, little canals or whatever you want to call that, I hope the city doesn't look patchy. Like for example, there's this bit here, and then there's this bit here, then there's this bit here. So that's going to be a challenge in itself because I want it to look all very connected. So we'll have to see. I haven't downloaded any new trains yet, so I'll just have to use the generic train station for now, unfortunately. So maybe, can we put it up here? Actually, where do I want it? Because for me, I want this train to kind of be the center of the town. So let's, no, I think we'll put it here, and then, yeah, let's put it here, but then I want to pull it back a little. So maybe put it there, but then I want to do just a little road that comes in like that, and so just so it's not on the main road, because then the cars can come in, stop here, and go off, because otherwise they would stop on this main road and they'd block all of that traffic because this is the main road. So I guess I could just not put it on the main road, but if you are putting it on the main road, I think this is a great little alternative. So just like that, and then just like that, and then we can put in some little gardens or something like that. And ugh, look at the terrain, it's all gross, but okay, let's just demolish these like that. Oh, it's not flat, I see. Oh, it all slopes down a little bit, I think. Okay guys, so I did a little bit of designing, and so over here I made this road go underneath the train track because hopefully it's not too close, but hopefully this will help because I want it to be the main road for within the township so they can just go underneath easily. I added in just some very basic roads, and I don't know where this type of road came from, but it suddenly appeared, and I didn't subscribe to anything new on the workshop, so I'm not sure. But so this road here is the main road, well, will be a main road, so you don't want to add in too many connections along here. And I do have these 2 little connections right here, so for those 2 connections I want to use this mod, and I want to press these 2 buttons because when you press those, it removes them thinking this is an intersection where they need to stop. So they'll just drive straight through and won't actually stop or think about it. So that'll just help the traffic drive through really easily. And just before I wrap up this episode, because I don't want the first episode to be too long, I just want to show you guys the types of buildings that I was talking about in terms of like the Russian kind of look. So if we go into Rico, so it's kind of like these ones, but I'm not going to do these big ones down here. But these are the types of buildings that I kind of want to work with a little bit in this city and just see how it looks like. Some of them are actually quite nice looking. So what are these actually officially called? Just residential buildings. Okay, but yeah, some of these actually are quite nice, and I've built a whole Russian style city off camera, and I'm not sure if I put it on the workshop or not, but yeah, it actually looked really good, and so that was my inspiration. So these are the types of buildings that I do want to work with, and I'm actually really excited because it's something different and I haven't seen anyone else do it yet. So anyway, I might wrap up this episode here, but I will be back probably tomorrow with another video because I'm really excited to get this city going. Like the whole time, like I wasn't building, I was having my 1 week break. Like the day after I posted my last Inselstadt video, I saw this map and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited, I want to do it, but I just thought I'd wait because I don't want to like rush it because then it's not going to be as good. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this city and I hope you guys are as well. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye for now, guys.